Alright, now I know this game gets a lot of hate, but Dragon Age 2 is easily among my favorite RPGs. The game gets a lot of hate because mostly it felt a little rushed. Um, and for me, the only real issue I had with the game was the repetitive dungeons. They're not, they reuse a bunch of dungeon maps. But other than that, the characters are great. The game takes place over a number of years, all in the same setting, the city of Kirkwall. But I'm a big Dragon Age fan, and to me, this game doesn't deserve nearly as much hate as it gets. And this is a series I always play on PC. I don't think it would feel the same to me if I played it on my PS4 Pro. I am gonna make a mage, which is definitely my favorite class. Of the control you get playing mage, playing it from a distance, you can see all your companions, exactly what they're doing. Now, if you're one of those people who was advised to skip Dragon Age 2, just jump into Inquisition, you're immediately going to recognize the first companion you get to meet from this opening cinematic. One of the most well-loved characters in the Dragon Age series.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, Seeker of the Chantry.
No, not her. The other one. Varric is easily one of the most lovable characters in the series.
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here. Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
And there's Carver, my idiot brother. I have a love-hate relationship with Carver in this game.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later. Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself. Get ready.
Do we start with the tutorial's very easy to follow, and one of the things I love about the Dragon Age game is just pause the action, set up all your attacks.
We can't keep this up forever. Perhaps we'll be lucky and they'll run out of Darkspawn. Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade? All yours, brother. On your guard!
Around a little. That'll do. favorite attacks. Nothing like rare fire raining down on your enemies.
One less to worry about. May Andraste guide you. There's no end to them.
What would Dragon Age be without a dragon?
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me. You knew him even before he became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where he is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to him, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
And here we go with the character creation. BioWare, you know, they do a really good job on their character creation. Fairly straightforward and And then the final thing is, you know, if you're just doing a brand new character, they want you to give a very, you know, a basic setup for what happened in Dragon Age Origins. So we're just gonna set Alistair up as king. Go right into it.
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Kalen died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. opposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
At least we're alive. That's no small feat.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar. Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Oh, and there you can get a pet Mabari in the game, which is basically a war dog breed. In Dragon Age Origins, you have to do it through an actual quest. But in Dragon Age Origins, it was, like it was a companion basically. You had to, with energy and actual abilities that you had to manage. But in Dragon Age 2, it's more of like games where you have a pet alongside you. You don't have to watch their hit points, their stamina, anything like that.
Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde, I'm happy.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Well, that wouldn't be my first choice.
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother.
I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate.
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Can't we talk about this?
And here we have Aveline. Definitely my favorite warrior to use as a companion throughout the game. Get a lot of people who swear by their favorite elf character, but he tends to disagree with me a lot in the game.
Not while I breathe.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valen,
This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
Thank you, Wesley. For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
If the options are south or die, I'll take my chances with south.
See by the player and companion icons right here, I have some leveling up to do. Now, normally, you'd only get 3 attribute points, but I am a big fan of adding mods. I've only got a couple added. This is one of them. It gives you more attribute points and skill points to play with. I do it mostly for the skill points. There's so many abilities to play with, and it gets you to you can experience more of the abilities and see which ones you like. Spirit Bolt and Winter's Grasp, which is an ice spell basically. I know they're just the companion characters, but usually I like to set up their ability bars as well. There will be some instances in which I'll just briefly play as them. Before in that cutscene, got this guy right here, which is Aveline's husband, who is a Templar. The Templars in the Dragon Age series, they're basically an order. They're an order of knights and to defend against magic, basically. So any mage that isn't under control by the Templar Order is referred to as an apostate. Basically a mage who is hiding their abilities, so they're not under control.
To arms!
Take care of these archers up here first. Thing you notice, the advancing my character just did was done automatically, where ranged abilities, your basic attack, you can do it from extreme distances, but your actual abilities, there'll be a certain set distance you have to be in order to use this. Those little sparks flying up right there mark an object that we can loot.
Let them join them.
That little slam of the staff at the end, it's like a combo finisher basically, which is one of the improvements from Dragon Age Origins I really liked. The addition of
Before they regroup, we must press towards the wilds.
the combo finisher, so it adds a little oomph to your combo, but it also, Dragon Age Origins, one of the things that annoyed me the most about playing a mage was, you'd basically just hold out your staff and whatever attack you were using, it was just, holding your staff in the air like it was on auto or repeat. Again. Stone Fist. Now, this is a game I've played through so many times, so I'm very methodical about how I have everything set up attribute-wise and all that. Not a real big fan of sustained abilities. Just take away from, because what they do is they continually take a percentage of your stamina or of your mana. And time for another cutscene.
Make her give me strength.
Bethany! Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Bethany risked her life to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my daughter. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
And here we... I will not die today! There's no end to them.
Well, well. What have we here? It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing to the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
You could show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever tongue for a mage. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the Blight?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Any better suggestions? I hear the deep roads are vacant now.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
And for those with a keen sense of hearing, you may recognize the voice of Plymouth, especially if you're a Trekkie. That is the voice of Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Should we even trust her? We don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth, Asha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
Roast a few more darkspawn and do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie.
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
This corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong, my love.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium, slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
One thing I've always loved about BioWare is during their cutscenes, you know, the imagery is always on point. Similar to Assassin's Creed when you're crawling, climbing all the way up to the top of a building before you make that dive.
It's true. Look at them all.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the Blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
I'm only surprised they let us dock.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
What are we going to do?
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Tell me, how did your family escape Lotharing? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My brother. If he wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my brother.
This is another thing. I always enjoy the background conversations from your companions, and they will vary based on who's in your group. Some of the funniest in the game are just Isabella talking to your other companions. You'll see her later in the game, but easily my favorite companion.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Surely there's a bit of extra room for the pretty people.
I find keeping my neck away from Knight Commander Meredith's blade far more attractive than any of you. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
If you find our uncle, Gamlen Amel, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Can't we talk about this? No?
Captain, are you alright?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end. I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us. And if he's not?
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Leandra! Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen!
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it. Drastic guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us. I have no real option. Thank you.
Are you a Fenril?
He must be Gamlen's nephew. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. That's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, sir?
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Now here you'll see that little icon right there. So you're gonna get one of your companions to do something.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Just take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
All set. You could have given us something more challenging.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley.
Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
One of the things I really wish they would have done
Thus began the champions
is let you choose between Bethany and Carver.
Word arrived from
But
across the sea that the hero
that
of
part
Ferelden had defeated the Blight.
is dependent on which class you choose.
But Lothar
Play a mage,
was destroyed.
Bethany
Kirkwall's the
dies.
champion's home now.
Play
So he remained,
a rogue
paying off his debt.
or a warrior.
Made a name for himself in the underworld.
Carver bites the bullet and fights the
It was
ogre.
a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No. You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still valid.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us are mine.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen. Gamlen? He's got a head for this garbage. Maybe he can talk to Bartrand. He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
You catch more flies with honey. But Gamlen's bullshit could work too.
Well, he did get us into the city, right? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling.
In walks Varric and Bianca.
You don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
How do you do?
Varric Tetanus, at your service.
I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's I, however, am quite practical.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
I hope there's more to this, like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwell's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure. Easy. Maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. Get the hang of it, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
Keep a hand on your coin, Hawk.
Of the city combined.
And with that, I'm going to call this little session done because reality beckons and I have things that need to be done. Again, my name is Grey Jedi 7876. Thank you for watching. If you tune into this when it's broadcasted later on, I will hopefully see you again soon.